Hi, Chelsea. How you doing?
Pretty fine. How are you?
Good. So what do you think of PowerShift 09?
I think it's been fantastic. I mean, this is the age that we want to captivate right now. People are making college and career decisions, and they're the ones that get all riled up and are not yet cynical enough that they're still willing to go change the world.
And what do you think that college kids can actually do? I mean, it's great to engage them. Obviously, it's great to have them super activated. How does the 12,000 people, kids here move into the mainstream? How do you actually use it and leverage it to the stuff that you do?
Well, I think that they're the most useful because they are the experts at all things social and all things viral. And that's how the vast majority of all this has occurred. It's a rolling snowball, but no snowflake in the avalanche feels responsible.
And so what's your hope over the next, say, 6-9 months? The Obama administration has taken over. They've put some key people in place. What do you want to see out of the administration, out of the Hill, specifically in the next 6 to 9 months?
I want to see cars on the road. I want to see steps toward cars on the road. I'd love to see strings to some of the bailouts that require cars on the road. I think it's interesting that we're sort of letting the industry dictate, the industry that we're trying to regulate gets to dictate the terms of bailout and that kind of thing. The same people that got themselves into the problems are sort of allowed to create the plan for getting out, which is great, but there comes a point where you have to attach some strings and say, look, we'll help you, but here's what we want in return, and that means better cars sooner, not waiting till 2010 or 2012 to do it.
And how about all the startups? There's Tesla, there's Think, there's all kinds of great startups out there. Are we going to see those guys scale, or is the auto sector very different than the tech sector where, God bless the tech sector, startups can change the world. Google, Facebook, so on and so forth, they release their software, millions of people have it the next day. Are autos fundamentally different? Is it going to take a GM buying a Tesla to really scale it?
Yeah.
Or can some of these guys, what's your prognosis there?
I think we'll see some of each. I think there's some promising small companies. At the same time, it's really tough to start a car company. It's tough to start any company, and a lot of people don't make it. And it will be no different with these little companies. On one hand, you sort of have to also consider what the definition of changing the industry is. People will argue about Tesla and whether it's going to move Detroit. But at the same time, if you go talk to the engineers at GM, they all know there are 6,831 cells on a Tesla. So if you think they're not paying attention to what's happening elsewhere, you're crazy.
Now, Chelsea, a lot of people saw Who Killed the Electric Car. And talk to us about the revenge of the electric car.
So we are making a sequel. It's called Revenge of the Electric Car, obviously. And we're kind of chronicling all the various efforts by car companies, big and small, but also individuals to bring these cars back. And much more of a human interest story this time, I think. But
Is anyone from Revenge of the Nerds in Revenge of the Electric Car or no?
Not so far, but you never know.
Okay.
We made the only movie with Phyllis Diller and Mel Gibson in it, so I'm thinking anything can happen.
Right.
Yeah.
And what will this movie really focus on, this new movie, this sequel?
Well, it's going to focus a lot on the individual storylines. Can a company like GM save itself with the Volt? Can a little company like Tesla actually make it competing with the big guys? A lot of the interesting people involved, but also dig deeper into some of the things we didn't get to talk about the first time. Talk about coal on the grid, what it really means, dispel some of the myths. I mean, we get emails every day from people that say, hey, everyone in Detroit is stupid, let's just go build our own car company, just call up all your rich friends. And it's just not that easy. I mean, we know that from watching the entrepreneurial companies, but I think it's also important to dispel the myth that there's no smart people in Detroit. I mean, there really are. We just have to engage them again.
Mm-hmm. Are there any EV ones left other than the one we saw in the museum?
There are about 40 that were gutted and donated to various museums and universities.
Have any of them unearthed after the movie? Like, do people call and say, I have an EV one?
They do, and they actually come across them and they think that there's one that got away, and so we get these surreptitious emails, and it turns out it was legitimately donated or something.
Right.
But we get questioned a lot about whether any got away, and why anyone thinks I would tell them if that happened, I don't know.
So 40 left right now?
40 officially left, yes.
Okay, good. Thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you.